Hello English learners, welcome back to another video and welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching today. My name is Michael Lavers and I am here today to share some English knowledge with you and also tell you a little bit about British culture. So you might have heard about British humour before. Obviously everyone is an individual, it's very hard to generalise a whole country by one thing. However, people often say that British humour is very sarcastic. Some people even think it's a bad thing, like British people are too sarcastic. So today I want to talk about what is sarcasm, what does this mean, and what expressions and phrases you can use to express your sarcasm in English. I have learned about this the hard way, I suppose. I tend to be quite sarcastic in my comments, and other people from other cultures and other countries have been confused in the past. Maybe even they thought I was being rude, just because it's not common in that particular culture. So I think it's really important to look at, it's important to learn about it, and also for people like me to understand it's not always the same in every culture around the world. So sarcasm is generally when we say something that is obviously not true, or maybe the opposite of what is true, to kind of create a funny joke, like humour, or maybe just to insult someone. So for example, if you imagine I'm lifting a really heavy box, I'm really struggling, obviously I need some help. I would love someone to help me. Someone offers to help me, and they say, hey, do you want a hand with that box? And I might reply to them like, oh no, I'm really enjoying this. This is so pleasant. I'm really enjoying pulling and damaging all the muscles in my body. Based on my intonation, the way I'm speaking, and what I'm saying, it's quite obvious I'm being sarcastic. I don't really enjoy the pain of lifting the box. I'm kind of being kind of rude about it and saying, yes, please help me now. This isn't a pleasant experience. So again, it can be used for comedy, or it can be used to kind of make fun of someone or mock someone. So you have to be careful with it. But let me know, how is sarcasm seen in your culture? Do you think people in your country are very sarcastic? Or do you think it was quite strange? Maybe it's kind of a foreign concept to you. I'd be really interested to hear about this. Another good word to know related to sarcasm is the word condescending. This adjective, a condescending remark, condescending statement. If you are being very condescending to someone, notice we have the word descend in that word, go down. This is like you're looking down on someone, like almost like you think you're better than them. So let's say you're going for a walk with your friend and it starts to rain. Someone might say, oh no, it's raining. Oh, I guess it would be good if we had an umbrella, right? So that's a really obvious statement. Of course it would be good if you had an umbrella. So you can say to your friend, no, you don't say. You don't say. So in my intonation, I'm being very condescending. I'm kind of making them feel stupid for what they said. And that's a really common expression too. When you want to be sarcastic, you say, you don't say. So if you say, you don't say, that really just means, yeah, of course that's true. Why are you saying this to me? You don't say, come on. And also notice I lengthened the vowels. I lengthened the pronunciation of the words. So this is another common thing we do to express sarcasm. So again, imagine you are in the kitchen, you are washing the dishes, and then your friend comes and helps you wash one knife and then leaves. Just one knife out of all the dishes. Really not helpful. There's really no point of them helping to do that. And then you could say, oh, thank you so much. You've been so helpful. Thank you for washing that knife. I don't know what I could have done without you. So again, notice I'm lengthening the words. You've been so helpful. Thank you so much. And I rolled my eyes as well. Thank you so much. Rolled my eyes, which kind of shows I'm really fed up. I'm not happy. So I'll give you a couple expressions that you can use to express sarcasm now. One of them is, that's just what I needed today. This one is often used talking to yourself. You're not really talking to anyone else. you're talking to yourself. And it's sarcasm because really the opposite is true. So you have a really busy day, lots of stuff happening, it's just not a good day for you. And then your boss says, hey, on the phone, come to my office, I need to talk with you. And you go, oh, that's just what I needed today. Really what you mean is that's the last thing I needed today. Another good expression is, what a surprise. Notice I really sound fed up in my voice. What a surprise. You know, it's not a surprise. You can tell it's not a surprise, right? So this is used when something's really obvious. Of course something is going to happen. Let's say you have a son who is always getting in trouble at school. The teacher calls you and says, your son was in trouble again. Oh, what a surprise. What did he do this time? You're kind of expecting it, really. One that I really like is calling someone Sherlock. So Sherlock Holmes is a really, really smart detective you've probably heard of. And when someone says something really obvious, you can kind of make fun of them, implying that they are really smart. But really, it's the opposite. So again, you're going outside, it starts to rain, and someone says, oh, it's raining. And you can say, really, Sherlock? Really? How did you work that one out? And that's a really rude thing to say, so maybe don't say that to anyone unless you're really good friends. But calling someone Sherlock, or you can call them Einstein, the famous scientist, Einstein, it kind of means you are the opposite of this. It's a really obvious thing, and anyone can understand it. You don't have to be a genius. Another good sentence, maybe the last good sentence to show sarcasm, is using the word genius. So I made the genius decision to agree to look after this baby today. Or I made the genius decision to go for a walk in the snow, and now I feel sick. So it was the opposite of genius. It was a really stupid thing to do, but you're saying, oh, it was a genius thing to do. Kind of you're upset at yourself for doing something so stupid. But okay, I'm going to leave it there today. I really hope it's been a useful video. I hope you haven't been bored or anything. I don't know what I mean by that. I'm just being sarcastic for no reason, but I hope you enjoyed it, really. And let me know if there was anything new for you. You know, maybe if sarcasm is very common in your country, none of this was new for you, but I hope something was. Let me know. I'd love to hear your ideas. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching the video today. Just want to remind you all, my group lessons are currently open. So if you want to join me and a small class of people online for an English group conversation class, then head over to this link, ewmichael.com/group. I'd love to see you there. I'd love to meet you and chat with you. If you have any more questions, just let me know. Have a great day.